Okay, so I know probably a lot of you are probably like, who is this kid? You know, he looks like he's whatever now. He probably doesn't know what it really was like, but I figured I'd just go into like in depth into my life story. So basically, I was born in Kenner, Louisiana. Most of my family's from Louisiana, so we lived there until Katrina hit, so around 2006. From there, my dad worked for AT&T. Excuse my cough. Yeah, I'm okay. But my dad worked for AT&T, so AT&T put us up in a tent city for 2 weeks. So I remember, taking showers in a I can't even think of the name, in a trailer. We slept in like tents with a bunch of other families. My dad tells a story about AT&T, because they had employees there, so they sent money. So the money came with military officers with AKs. I don't remember this because I was too young. I remember actually having fun, in that situation. But so from there, we went to Texas and stayed with my Uncle B for a little while. Then we moved to Georgia, which is where my story starts. So we get to Georgia. We living in suburban inn. This is when I start first grade. And I remember getting to school. I don't know anybody. Of course, I'm from Louisiana. At the time, I wore glasses. Wore glasses till around 7th grade. So I've always been like a nerdy type of kid. So I get to Chalker. School name was Chalker Elementary. So I get there. I make friends. I made a couple friends, a few acquaintances. And then as I go throughout school, my parents, they get promoted, this and that. So we went from staying in suburban to residence inn to an apartment. Then we actually ended up getting a house. I think by 4th, 5th grade, we ended up getting a house. So, but in elementary school, they have the little target test, for gifted. I ended up testing into that. So from then on, I'm talking about elementary school, middle school, high school, I've been, in the gifted programs, gifted classes, everything like that. So, I get the stigma of a nerd. But at the same time, in 5th grade, I'm 5'4". I wear a size 13 shoe. So, I have to play basketball. Everyone come up to me, oh, do you play? I mean, I can't say, of course. I have to start playing, of course. So, start playing basketball. While at the same time, I'm still like a little nerdy kid. I'm still wearing glasses and stuff. And, my parents are both, pastors. So I am a PK. So I wouldn't say they were strict. No, they were a little, but I think it's gotten me to where I'm at today. So let's just say skip to middle school. We get to middle school. That was a period of time, people start getting girlfriends, stuff like that. At the time, I'm still, awkwardly tall, nerdy kid. A lot of people probably have a lot of kids like that at their school, taller than everyone, but they're not like really athletic at the time. So at this point, even in like basketball practices, I start to like get accustomed to like getting insulted, whether it be my height or let's say we're having a game at lunch or something with girls are there and they're laughing at me because, I may not be that attractive, basically. So I deal with that. I deal with middle school. I'm like, oh yeah, when I get to high school, it's gonna be different. Graduate 8th grade, I'm maybe 6'2". I'm still bad at basketball, but when I get to high school, I'm gonna be good. So I get to high school. I remember my first day walking in, because at this point I'm 6'4". I remember walking in, one of the people on the basketball team was standing right there, staring me in my eyes. And I'm like, oh crap, like this is different. This is different. So from then on, I forgot to mention, I was in band. At first, it started off as, 6th grade, I want to go on the 8th grade field trip to Disney World, but, I started to like it. I ended up being second chair in band. I played trombone. I kind of wish I kept doing it, but, by sophomore year of high school, I started getting better at basketball. Now, here's the thing people don't understand. When I got better at basketball, but socially, I was still awkward. Like, I actually used to pick my hair, like right here and right here. I'll show pictures of it and stuff, and I'll show pictures of me in high school. But I used to pick my hair up right here. So I had bald spots. And at one point, it got so bad, I think this was my sophomore year, like I had kids coming by my classroom just to make fun of me, just to make fun of me, just to laugh at me. So like I've told a couple people this, but that right after they did that, I literally went to the bathroom, called my dad, crying like, "Yeah, Dad, they're making fun of me. I need to cut all my hair off. I can't do this." Right? He picks me up from school, shave all my hair off. I'll show a picture. I even posted something on TikTok with it. But got practice after school that day. You know, teammates get on me, da 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 da. But in my head, you know, it's better than, you know, they're making fun of me for having a bald spot in my head. So, you know, I still playing basketball. By junior year, you know, I'm playing AAU. I'm playing AAU on a pretty good team. I'm not gonna say who's on the team because I don't want to, you know. But we had some pretty big names on the team. So we get to the point where everyone on my team had gotten, you know, D1 scholarship offers. And me, always being a nerdy kid, there's been times when I've, you know, questioned whether or not, you know, basketball has been for me or not, right? So I actually, while we had workouts, I forget, this was a Sunday, like right after church. Woke up that morning, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to. Like, I'm putting in the work. I'm not getting the offers. This and that. My parents said, okay, put everything the AAU team has given you in a trash bag. We're going to take it up there to the school. You're going to hand it to the director and actually quit. We get there. Of course, he ends up convincing me, yeah, you know, you're going to be a big piece of this team this upcoming year. Just stay with it. I promise you. He was right. So going into my senior year, I probably had 17 Division I scholarship offers, and I ended up being a 3-star. Now, when you hear that, oh, D1 basketball player, at this point I'm probably like 6'7". Oh yeah, he probably is all the girls, da 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 da. When I was in high school, I never went to a party. I didn't go to prom. Didn't have a girlfriend. Didn't have my first kiss. Probably had my first hug maybe sophomore, junior year. So it's like a lot of people, they see the outside exterior, but like, you know, it's very different. So that's why, you know, this channel is for those kids who you know, you feel like people don't see you. You feel hidden. People don't acknowledge you. People make fun of you. I'm just here to tell you and be almost a testimony that it doesn't last. It doesn't last because, you know, I got to college. I might go into detail in other videos, but I get to college. It's completely different. All of a sudden still freshman year. I was still, you know, a little awkward, socially awkward. But by my sophomore year, I'm 6'8". I'm the starting center. So life changes. So that's what I'd like to get my point across to everybody is, you know, when you're in school, you know, people are going to make fun of you. They're going to. That's just kids. That's what kids do. That's what kids do. So at a certain point, you have to just realize, you know, this isn't going to be the rest of my life. This is temporary. This is 4 years. You might deal with some bullying, you know, as long as stuff doesn't get, you know, physical, as long, you know, people can talk about you. And if they're talking about you to a certain point, you know, you should tell an administrator. You should tell your parents. You should always do that. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't let a person talking about you get you to a point where you feel like you want to hurt yourself or you need to hurt somebody else. Because at a certain point in your life, you're going to look back on it and realize, you know, like that was just that I can look back and laugh at that. Oh my God, like look at that kid. You know, I'm not that anymore. I'm not that. I'm a living testimony. I'm not that. And you know, I didn't start this YouTube channel. I've probably thought about it over the years because I feel like I have a story to tell. But you know, being a D1 basketball player, I want to be cool. I care about what, you know, other players think. But I'm about to graduate, right? And I'm actually trying to get a graduate assistant spot somewhere. So now I don't have that, you know, I don't have to worry about, oh yeah, is my teammate gonna make fun of me or whatever? Because I'm an adult now. That's what I'm saying. Wherever you are, you're always gonna end up leaving that spot and going somewhere else. You know, you're always gonna end up elevating. Always. So just don't focus on where you are. focus on where you're gonna be at. That's basically what I have to say. Like and subscribe. More videos are going to be coming with me, going into actually specific details of, the stuff I actually went through in middle school or high school or college. Because trust me, I have some stories. But yeah, like and subscribe.